Hello, my name is Zachariah with Old Man Gaming. Welcome to Old Man Lone Wolf. What episode are we in now? We're in episode 6. Episode 6. We're in book 2. Just so that everybody knows, I am going to be reading your comments when I get them. I completely forgot to read William Houlihan's comments. I think what I'm going to do is, in between books, read all the comments from all the different episodes. I'll go back and read comments from episode 1, 2 when we finish book 2. But I batch record these, so it's impossible for me to read week to week to week. So maybe we will, at the beginning of each book, we'll just take a little section and just read all those comments and kind of respond to your stuff. Because I like to interact with you guys. I like to talk to you guys, see what you guys are thinking. So if you are commenting, be known that I will get to your comments and I will respond to them. All right, so let's get into this. What is definitely going to be the finale of this book. It just has to be. All right, so we're on our way to Hammerdall with Lord Lieutenant Rygar. We're all recovered on health. All we've got is our spear, though, and a bunch of money, which is nice. And pick a random number. For 3 days and nights, you have followed the highway to the capital as it runs parallel to the River Duranon. The river valley is a wide belt of rich cultivated land that climbs toward the Hammerdall Mountains, one of the highest ranges in all of Magnamund. It is on the morning of the 14th day of your quest that when six cloaked men appear at the edge of your camp. Lord Lieutenant Rygar is the first to draw his sword. With a voice of authority, he demands an explanation for their intrusion in reply. In reply, they unsheath their black swords. We all know what that means after the assassin thing. Rygar shouts to his men to prepare for combat as the cloaked strangers advance towards you. We do have sixth sense, so let's rock it out. Your Kai sense reveals to you that the strangers are Helghast, fell captains of the Dark Lords. They have been sent by the Dark Lord from the Dark Lord city of Helgadad on a mission of assassination. They have the ability to take on the appearance of humans, and they are immune to normal weapons and Mind Blast. What good is Mind Blast? You turn to shout a warning to Rygar as you run for the safety of the forest. The forest drops away steeply at the edge of your campsite, and in your haste, you trip and fall headlong through the trees. Pick a random number. Here we go. 2. Am I dead? Not dead. Yay, me. You come to rest face downwards in a tangle of thick bracken. Just get messages all over the place. The ringing of the steel and the horrible cries of the Helghast echo through the trees around you. You are stunned and cannot move until a hand grabs your arm and pulls you upright. It's Rygar. His face is bloody and his armor is battered and charred. We must flee these demons, Lone Wolf. Strength and steel will not avail us here. You glimpse the silhouette of the 6 Helghasts on the forest road above, their minds bent on the slaughter of Rygar's men. They fail to see you both slip away under cover of the wooded hillside. Alright. $2.99. For 6 hours you run without rest. The Helghasts are on the highway, and you are forced to make your way through steep and wooded foothills to avoid the risk of capture. Many times you feel you cannot go on, and that the pain and the fatigue are too much to bear. But each time you falter, you are spurred on by Rygar. You marvel at his endurance, for he is not a young man, and he is clothed in heavy armor of the summer-lending night. By nightfall, you have reached the entrance of Tarnalin, the western tunnel through the Hammerdall Mountains. I'm sorry about the clicking. The dog has decided to come down here and pace around behind me. The 3 tunnels of Duranor were excavated during the age of the Black Moon, and each tunnel is over 40 miles long and passes through a huge circle of Hammerdall Range to the capital. The tunnels provide the only access to the city. Rygar sits beside you and takes some bread and meat from his pack. Eat this, Lone Wolf. You must sustain your strength for the journey to Hammerdall. For one here... I think it's in the night. For from here you must venture alone through the Tarnelin. I shall remain here and hold the enemy back for as long as I have strength to fight. Do not argue. That your mission should succeed is the only thing that matters. If Rygar is to hold off the Helghast, he will need a magic weapon, as his own sword is of no use against him. I don't possess whatever the magic spear is. If you wish to give him your magic spear... I don't have a magic spear. When did I get a magic spear? If you wish to give him your magic spear so that he can defend the tunnel entrance, or if you do not possess a magic spear, if you possess a magic spear but wish not to give it to Rygar, I don't. Either way. The fuck? What is this? What are we dealing with now? You bid Rygar farewell and enter the Tarnelin. Over 100 feet in height and width, the tunnel runs to the capital on the far side of the Hammerdal Range, and is lit by torches for its entire length. The hallway through the mountain is usually alive with traffic of merchants to and from Port Box. Yet now the entrance and the interior are deserted except for an overturned fruit wagon. As you walk deeper into the Tarnelin, a doubt nags at you. Have the Helghast arrived here first? You have been walking for a half an hour when you see a strange creature on top of the wagon, a wagon in the road ahead. It is 2 feet high and resembles an overgrown marsh rat. You assume that it is some sort of tunnel-dwelling rodent until you notice that it is wearing a splendid jacket of patched leather and carrying what appears to be a spear. As you get nearer, it suddenly turns to face you. Its whiskered nose is sniffing the air, and its bright black eyes are peering into the gloom. It sees you and scampers off into the darkness of a smaller tunnel. I do not have animal kinship. I feel it would have come in handy with the mouse knight here, but I don't have it. If you wish to follow this creature, if you wish to ignore it, continue on your way. I think I'm going to ignore it. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I think I'm going to ignore it. Wait. Let's look back at this. As you get near, it suddenly turns to face you, whiskered nose sniffing the air, and its bright black eyes are peering into the gloom. It sees you and scampers off into the darkness with a smaller jaw. It sees me, it's scared of me. I don't think it's scared of Helghast. We're going to try and move forward. We could die. So we're going to ignore it and continue on our way. You have been walking along the deserted tunnel for a further half hour when the highway splits in two. Ugh. I have no idea. I mean, where... That's Hammerdal, right? So this is the Tarnelin. I don't know. We're going to do... I guess to the left. Because I have no idea. Ahead you see the passenger wagon, similar to the design of those that use the coast roads of Raggadorn. The horses have been cut free, and it appears to be deserted. You notice the bodies of 3 soldiers lying beneath it. Their uniforms are heavily bloodstained. If you have the high discipline of Sixth Sense, yes we do. If you wish to search for what we're going to use, Sixth Sense. Your sense warns you that the wagon contains an evil presence. If you wish to return to the junction and take the right tunnel. Let's dash past the wagon. You've just passed the wagon when you hear a noise behind you. Spinning around, you scan the walls and ceiling, but you see nothing in the gloom of the tunnel. Ah! Damn! Well, that's not good. Am I about to die? I think I'm about to die. Suddenly from the darkness, there's a blood-chilling cry. You find yourself staring into glowing eyes of a Helghast. As it tries to close its finger around your throat, you scream in terror and fall to the ground. The hideous creature tears at your tunic, rending the cloth with its black claws. I do not have a magic spear. Don't even know where you would get it. That's frustrating. That's two. Maybe some consolation. You learn that your death was mercifully swift. The Helghast's fingers are tore and burned their way through your throat within a few seconds. But now the seal of Hammerdal is on its way to the Dark Lord City. Okay, so we get to load a save game, which, yeah, I'm gonna load the save game. Choose file, which was which was save 3, right? Save 3. Yay! All right, here we go. All right, we did this. We get the 6 points. Random number. Who knows what we're gonna get this time? All right, this is a Magnamon. It is in the 14th day of the quest. It's a 6 close figure creature. Okay, so this is how we fought. We did this. So we used the 6th sense. They're on the mission of assassination. This is all stuff we did. Random number though. Could be something different. If the number is 9. Okay. I don't think it was 9 last time, so let's find out what this is. What? That's it, guys. Claude Van Helgen is dead. Which sucks, because I'm never going to roll a 19 combat skill again. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Alright, so we're only 11 minutes in. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to reset. We're not going to get through it today, but we're going to recreate. We're going to create a new character. I'm going to pop over to the our little character generator. Now, I don't use the full character. What I do here is I just generate the background. That's all I'm trying to generate. This was the last one that I did, which was the Sage. So let's go ahead and generate this because we have to start that whole book over again. This is the first time. First time. Claude got through the first book. One book, Hall of Fame there. Hall of Famer, Claude, but he is dead. Alright, let's generate. Tribe member. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, trait. Once I ran 25 miles without stopping to warn to my clan of an approaching orc horde. I'd do it again if I had to. Alright, so very endurance heavy. Very, like, forceful. Ideal. Greater good. It is each person's responsibility to make the most happiness for the whole tribe. Bond. An injury to the unspoiled wilderness of my home is an injury to me. Okay. Flaw. I am too enamored of ale, wine, and other intoxicants. Alright. Okay. Interesting stuff for this guy, I think. And I do want to say right now, I am not gender biased, but Lone Wolf books were written really long time ago. From what I understand, they are all from like a dude's point of view, so that's why these guys are all guys. I'm not going to like change that. I'm going to just go by the book. Just want to let everybody know that. I would be happy to play female characters. I just don't think the book... I don't know that the book... Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if the book is gender specific. It's weird. It's a weird situation. Could I play a lady? I'm going to do some research. This guy's going to be a guy. I'll do some research. See if I could play women realistically or not. So, tribe member. I like this guy. So what do we want to do here? Let me look at the map real quick, because the last map's a Magnum. What if this guy is like from a tribe in like a tribe of rare humans in the Durncrag Mountains that like survive, even though there's like evil monsters there and bad guys and all sorts of stuff. And his tribe like gets respected for the Kai Monastery because of what he did. So he gets sent there kind of as like a almost like a lend person sort of thing, like a peace with a weird tribe sort of thing. I kind of like that. So that's what this guy is. And he's heavy endurance. He's a little thick-brained, but he's greater good sort of guy. But he has a serious problem with alcohol. So I like all of that. So let's just write it down. What should we name this? I like the idea of... Rossini Stonetooth is born. Alright, so he is greater good. Determined, I think, is a good thing to write down from that. Injury to the unspoiled wilderness of my home is an injury to me. So he's very nature bound. So we might take that in kinship sort of thing. I do want to actually write down tribe member. Nature oriented. And then I'm too enamored of ale, wine, and other attacks as flaw. Alcoholic. So he can't really resist the drink. He's a stand-up dude, but he cannot resist the drink. So that's Rossini Stonetooth for us. And I'm going to take a little picture with this just to make sure that I have this for reference. Okay, so let's head back in. Let's restart the book, baby. Yuppers. All right. We don't need to restart this, right? I think what we're going to do with this guy, he was another guy. He had gone home from the Kai monastery to see his people, kind of tell them of what he had been training there. I don't think this dude... I think he's got the training of the Kai Lords, but he's not necessarily, like, he's going to end up being an initiate, but he wouldn't be considered an initiate. It was more like an outreach sort of thing to, like, a tribe that wasn't kind of indoctrinated into Summerland. So we're going to say that the Kai Lords kind of were like, well, send us one of your people, we'll show them some stuff, and they'll show us. So it was almost like an information exchange between the two people. And he had gone home to kind of speak with them, and the Kai Lords, probably while he was there, the Kai Lords like saw promise in him. He got really excited about it, and he wants to actually do the Kai Lord stuff. So he's going home. He went home to tell his people of that. Then as he came back, he probably learned of the whole home guard thing, all of the wars, everything that Claude Van Helgen took so much time to kind of like try and stop. Claude Van Helgen is sent out by the king, but when he goes to speak with the king, he also gets to go again. The whole seal of Hammerdal doesn't really quite make sense, but like I said, we're kind of improvising our way through this. So I don't know how he ends up getting the seal back from them, but he's basically like another one, a backup plan, so to speak. So that's how he's sent out on the mission. So game rules. So here we go. We're creating a character all over again. And just so that everybody knows, since I've got to restart the entire book, I will do like kind of a fan interaction section next time before we start, since we're not going to be doing a character creation when we start with Rossini Stonetooth. So choose a number on the random number table. Determine your combat skill. Let's do it. Oh, I don't want to do that. Why can't I do that? I want to do the random. I like the random rolling. Manual, you just pick, you win every time, I would say. Computer generated. Alright, and back to Fire in the Water. 5. Okay, so he's an 11. Way less than Claude, our weird natural fighter. So, random number table, just 4. 24 health. That makes sense, though. It really makes sense with the roll. I like how we got some synergy there. So he can go for days. Maybe not the best, most skilled fighter, but he can go for days. Kai disciplines. All right, this guy is a tribesman, right? So what do I get to pick? I think it's 5. Choice of which 5 skills they are. So I think right off the bat, we already talked about he's very nature-oriented into it. We're going to choose the animal kinship, even though I don't think it's going to help me very much, if you know what I mean. But we're going to choose that. Then I think he's got to have a weapon skill of some sort. So we will choose a weapon skill. How do I choose? Why can't I choose the weapon skill? Did I miss something? Why can't I choose the weapon skill? I am very confused as to why it's not letting me choose a weapon skill. Upon entering the Kai Monastery, is taught to master type of weapon. If the weapon skill is to be one of your Kai disciplines, pick a number in the usual way from the random number table. Guys, why can't I pick a weapon skill? Should I go back? Fire on water. 6 disciple. Why do I get 6? Okay. Won't let me pick weapon skill. Computer generated. Right? What is happening? I failed to read something the first time? Okay. That's combat. If you're wounded, if you successfully complete. Well, I restarted it. I am lost right now as to why it won't let me. Okay. I think you would have hunting, tribesmen. You can take that. Why won't it let him pick a weapon? I am very confused right now. As to why it won't let me pick a weapon. I think this is supposed to be lit up, isn't it? Oh, crap nuggets. Did I just reset him? I think I did. Oh, there it is. Cannot pick weapon skill. Pick a number in the usual way from the random number generator. What if I did this? Maybe there's like a bug? I am lost as to why it won't let me pick weapon skill. So we're just going to try and move on without it, I guess, which is very frustrating because I kind of need a weapon skill for it. So okay. I am lost as to why it's not letting me pick a weapon skill. Because I want to be able to pick weapon skills in the future. I don't think he'd have healing, which is a killer for me. He'd have a weapon skill. I don't know what's happening, guys. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Okay. Why would I select 6 though? Pick 5 with carrot, the correct. Man, I think I gotta start over, which sucks. So I'm gonna have to re-roll everything. Let's just completely restart everything. Fire in the water. Okay. It sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, so combat skill. No, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. Computer generated. I don't know why it got so messed up there. Probably not going to work this time either, weirdly. So, computer skill 5, so at least that's the same. That's 23, so close. We're still close. So then go forward. Okay. See if we can't do a weapon skill here. Yeah, we can. That was weird. It just locked out the weapon skill. So my random weapon is sword. Cool. So he's got skill with a sword, a normal sword. So then what else did we do? We did definitely hunting for him. And we did animal kinship. I think it was just locking it because it was restarting the book with a character. I might have to just start a whole new game every time I create another character. Choose Mind Shield, Mind Blast. What would this guy have? It's kind of an endurance guy. We've got the hunting. Weirdly, I kind of feel like the healing would make sense with him. Like he just kind of naturally recovers that health. But we also know that is a healing ability, and he's more of like a tribesman. So I think I'm going to do tracking. I really want to take Sixth Sense. It's because of how much that helps you. I don't know that he would have it though, you know? We've got the weapon skill. It's either camouflage or Sixth Sense on that one. I think we're going to do Sixth Sense again. If I can justify Sixth Sense, I think I'm always going to justify Sixth Sense. Notoriously the most used. So we got the Seal of Hammerdell, the map to start over for Rossini. On a large table there. Now this is nice. I actually get to pick, so I can pick my sword, which is great. So let's go ahead and pick the sword. Not that I'm going to give him a kill because I'm going to end up losing in a freaking storm. Alright, so we're going to put the sword. Oh, I need to get the money. That's right. Number of gold crowns. Random number. 1. Sweet. So I have 11 gold crowns. Super helpful. Can't wait to get to that part where I die if I don't have enough money. Special items is fine. So now he's got hunting. So I don't think we need meals. He's going to be able to do meals. So we need to make it, because he's going to be a fighter. So we need to like give him some fighting abilities. So I think we should actually take the chainmail waistcoat. So we got our 2. And I think that's where we start, right? I think we're good to go. Rules for combat. Levels of Kai training. Kai wisdom. Alright. So let's save it. Let's just do a quick review, and then that'll be the end of this episode. Save game. Free. Save. Rossini Stonetooth. RS. Okay, so let's review. So Rossini Stonetooth has a combat skill of 17 with a sword, and an original skill of 15. So he's all right. He's not terrible. He's nowhere near Claude Van Helgen. He's got 23 health, 27 with his waistcoat, which he has on. Only 11 gold crowns. He's got the weapon skill with a sword, hunting, animal kinship tracking, and 6th sense. And yeah, that's where we're going to start next time. We'll see if we can't get through Fire on the Water. That was brutal death for Claude Van Helgen after so much. But we did learn that I think the rules are right where we want them to be. So that's nice. So next time we'll start by doing any comments that you post on the previous episodes so far, which this will be the 4th of the book 2, so we would be like at 6 episodes. So any comments on those 6 episodes, we'll start with that, and then we'll just go into this one from the save game. So you guys can reach us on Facebook at OldManGamingDH, on X at OldManGaming9. You can reach us on Discord by joining via the link below, and you can influence us in all of our shows from there. Also, WizardsRespite.com, all of our TTRPG stuff also goes up there. It is a great place for TTRPG articles and merchandise and all sorts of stuff, so check him out. And then as long as you guys keep watching and listening, we'll keep making them. Book 2, round 2, here we go.